Right glove. What you eat? Chocolate? What?
Edibles.
Edibles? Oh.
But it's not like strong, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, okay. RightonQuelive though, we live. You know, she eating edibles on air. First, I respect it for the culture. She had before I told her stuff that you're doing that's like, you know, pushing the culture forward. Introduce yourself in this.
My name is. I have a mouthful of chocolate. I'm sorry.
Get it together, please.
All right. Cut. All right. My name is Shea Mami. I'm a makeup artist, a fashion designer. I tweet a lot stuff.
I tweet a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So one of the first you did, you the first person who took a cab over here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm used to people coming up here and being lost. Yeah, so I'm driving around Interplay trying to find you. Think I'm looking for a car. Mm-hmm. And you just randomly in the middle of the road almost got ran over. So you took
for the second time.
Yeah, you took a cab and just got dropped off by a creepy cabbie on top.
Yes,
of it. Yeah.
A creepy older man.
Creepy cabbie, and then first person to bring edible to the show.
Mm-hmm.
And
wow.
talk on it. I respect it. So what we better take
talking to the mic.
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Okay.
Also, we have a guest on the way. It's always one person that's late.
Always.
Tyriq cares. He's on the way.
It's typically me that's late, so.
I respect.
But I tried to.
And still made it.
I really wanted to make a good first impression because I feel like everybody thinks like black people are always late, and even though I'm late, it's just like I'm trying to change my ways. So.
Life is about progression and growth.
Yes, and elevation.
But niggas is late though. It's cool. Cause
Tyriq can be late,
Oh, fuck my show then.
Oh, no.
Fuck my show.
No, I'm just saying, Tyriq is, he can be late. I feel like he gets that pass.
It's a whole he gets here in a good time. So, talk a little bit about your Shea Mami brand, makeup, how do you get into all that?
Okay.
What's the story behind it?
Alright, so I'll start with makeup because that was the first thing I pursued, being an adult. I started doing makeup, in like February 2015. I was fresh out of car accident, so I didn't have shit to do except like learn new things and stuff like that. And that's what I picked up. I picked up makeup and I just started taking it serious. And I got a job at Sephora, and that helped me, with makeup and shit. And then with the Shea Mami thing, this is the funny thing. So I was there. I'm not going to mention his name because he don't get that credit right now.
Okay, talk about it.
But I was at someone's show, whatever. I came to support or whatever. And it was just like, he was just like, where the coconut oil mommy's at, where such and such at. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a Shea Butter Mommy. I'm going to run with that because that just fit me. Mm-hmm. So initially, it was just a Twitter name or whatever. And then it turned into something else. Like, a lot of people started calling me that versus my real name because prior to that,
What you said, don't call you that.
Yeah, no, because you don't know me like that. Not you personally, but people don't know me.
I'm trying to find where I stand, Jay. I don't want to play myself.
No, people don't know me like that to call me by my real name. So, basically, people just started growing into that name with me. And then one day I was just like, I want to turn it into a business. I feel like it could be something, besides me as a person. It could be like, not a cult, I want to say, but it could definitely be something for women of color and, all my brown and black beautiful women to kind of just, come to and fuck with me. And if they have a similar personality to mine, then, we could bond over that. Shit like that.
Okay, and now you're really pushing the whole swimwear
and
the whole clothing part of your platform. So what's that all about?
So I started sewing when I was 13. My mom bought me a sewing machine, and I just started playing around with it.
Did she do clothes or something?
No,
I just bought it.
Yeah, because I just showed an interest in it, and at that time it was just like it was just something to do. So my grandma taught me how to sew. Around that time, and then when I went to high school, my high school had like a sewing class, so I really learned how to sew there. And then I just picked up sewing again. I stopped sewing for years because it took too much time out of my day, and it wasn't something I was passionate about at first. But then once I saw like what Shea Butter Mommy could be, and the talent that I already have, I was like, I might as well put it to use while I can.
And expand.
Yeah, and expand, and here we are.
Okay, so at this point, would you say it's a 50-50 type push of both type
I feel
crafts, or are you trying to focus more on clothes right now?
I'm trying to focus more on the swimwear simply because that takes more time. I still promote the fact that I'm a makeup artist, but I feel like that's overshadowed by like my image, like my Shea Butter Mami image is like, I don't know, people don't really gravitate towards that. At least like on social media, like on Twitter, people only know me for swimwear, but on Instagram, people really know me as a makeup artist. It's weird. So I don't promote myself on Twitter as a makeup artist that much, but I do on Instagram. So
what do you think is like the, because looking at like parallels and big ass differences between Twitter and Instagram is like, I always notice things. What do you think is the biggest difference between the two?
I feel like Instagram is like 15th and Chestnut, and and Twitter is 15th and Walnut. And if you're from Philly, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Instagram is like the new Facebook to me. It's very washed, in my opinion. I only get on there to stay relevant, like so that people know I still exist, like I'm still alive. But I feel like Twitter is more so interactive. You get to interact with people. You get to see more and, you know, talk your shit. Like, you really can't talk no shit on Instagram besides a caption.
Yeah, people that do is be saying dumb shit.
Dumb shit, like, came from the bottom, turned my noodles into pasta. Stupid shit like that. It's just like, no. That's never going to be my caption. I'd rather keep it simple.
Yeah, I was going to tweet today, but I forgot. So people ask me like, "Yo, you really do a lot of drafts?" Yeah, I be having my drafts stay static. I forgot to put this in my draft, but I was gonna say I can't really trust anybody that doesn't have a Twitter but an Instagram, or who isn't active on Twitter but super active on Instagram. Like,
it's just like, what are you doing besides liking pictures all day?
Where your thoughts at, my nigga?
Exactly. Why aren't you talking?
Right.
Why are you comfortable with just scrolling?
Right.
Because I have to talk. Like, I have shit to say every day, so Instagram doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, and Instagram is just like, it's just like a competition of like just fraud shit. Yeah. Like everybody is trying to put up this facade of being more.
Like everybody is in Miami. Everybody is on these fake ass vacations, and it's just like, okay, like I see you, but that's not. I feel like Instagram is the wrong place to flex. Like if you want to flex, I'm gonna flex on Twitter. Like when I get my first whatever, you gonna know is. When I get this Rolex, you gonna know via Twitter. When I get this Benz, you gonna know via Twitter. Like, fuck Instagram. Because I feel like Instagram is just like, they don't even deserve to see that from me. Because it's like, the people I follow, they don't.
It always seems like just petty ass energy. Like, question. Who has the worst captions? Like, the typical bitches fiending for the attention type thing, you know, on the fake ass vacation. Shit like that, you know, that lane, or the super ass street niggas who just be having these emotional ass, semi-violent ass captions.
I don't even know.
Because the niggas be cracking me fuck up. Like, you ever
I be seeing some wild shit, like shit that has nothing to do with the picture. Right. It's just like, it was something that was on their mind and they just wanted to get it out on a caption. Right. But I feel like women take the cake for captions because they will. Drake lyrics are the GOAT when it comes to women and Instagram captions. Like, I saw some shit, I forgot, but it was something from one of his songs. It's just like, y'all gotta give it a rest. Y'all gotta think of something else, because I'm tired of seeing it.
Street niggas always intrigue me because, like, they be literally saying anything. Like, it's always just funny to me. They be saying shit like, R.I.P. murder gang stab a bitch, homie. Right. He would have killed your mom, but he was a good nigga. Like, it's like
R.I.P. to my bro. The streets took him, but you know we still here. Yeah. It's like some dumb shit.
I'ma take you now.
Right.
All right, okay.
Like,
that's good energy.
All right, relax. You need to relax. It's not that deep. And plus, I feel like niggas really shouldn't be Instagram and all like that. I feel like, why are you posting this many pictures? Why do you have a caption like that?
Niggas post a lot of pictures.
And then be hood niggas. That's why I don't respect a lot of hood
niggas. They be very photogenic out here, you know. Yeah, be fashionistas like, and divas and shit.
Like the way like my dad and like men like, you know, in my dad generation were raised, like they don't do shit like that. Like especially like when you're a hood nigga or a street nigga, the last thing you should have is an Instagram. Right. You shouldn't be broadcasting what you get into because it's probably not legal and you don't have no business on social media.
Definitely.
I just feel like a lot of people like attention, like they like that attention instead of being, you know, low key, I guess.
And also a problem I had was like, because Instagram was like, I want to show off so much. But people be doing so much showing off. And also everybody has a brand trying to push it. Oh, cool, whatever. But niggas be pushing the image of a brand instead of an actual brand, like without the working product. Like it'd be like you constantly just posting selfies all day saying Shea Butter Mami instead of actually posting your swimwear shit, which is the actual thing that you should be pushing.
Exactly.
Like niggas, people that are rappers, all this shit.
People in Philly push brands for years and never drop anything.
Right.
Like
you just posting pictures.
Just posting pictures.
Professional. Niggas getting professional photographers now too. Like
I peeped it, especially women. Like I'm starting to see a lot of women on Twitter have like professional ass photographers, and it's just like I need to step my game up because y'all looking lit, and I'm out here still trying, get a right angle, but I'm not paying nobody for that shit. So I don't know if y'all tricking for these photographers, but I'm not doing that either. Yeah. So
the key definitely is like everyone really be having their own personal photographer and just go everywhere.
Everywhere, but go nowhere. Like where are you taking pictures at? Like where?
For what?
For what? Because it don't have nothing to do with your image. You just want that clear ass picture.
Right.
I feel like this is like the new selfie now. Like
it gotta be the high res.
Right, like 1080, whatever the fuck that shit is.
I remember people different people asking for different things. Like, we need a high res shot of you cute. I'd be like, my nigga, I don't got one.
I give you a selfie. I give you a clear ass selfie any day, but anything else is, questionable.
And I remember one of the episodes back in like a while ago when I first started, Scotty Cash and Simba Amira came on.
I fuck with them. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I fuck with them heavy. And they like, hey, our photographer cool to come? And I was like,
yeah, they have this photographer. I think he's like Hispanic or Mexican or some shit like that.
And that was like super early. That was probably like maybe my early 15 episodes. I was like, okay, photographer, cool.
Ooh, bougie.
Yeah, so they came in, just stabbing away the whole time. And I'm like, oh shit, like right in my face. I'm like, okay, like. Right. And ever since then, I just noticed. Like to me, it was really strange when they said that. But since I've noticed, that's a norm now. Like everybody has their photographer, shooter, photo credit, and the caption every time.
But it's not that deep though.
It's not.
I feel like here's the thing.
Just the trend everybody.
Here's the thing with a lot of people on the come up right now. I feel like a lot of people like to look successful and look like they're at the top, and you're at the bottom. Like we all still live in the hood. I know me. I still live in the hood, so I'm never the one to flex too crazy. Like it just doesn't add up. I feel like y'all need to work your way up the right way. Stop trying to portray yourself to be something that you're not. Y'all not celebrities. Twitter does not make you. Not make you a celebrity at all.
Kim K and Beyonce,
just because a couple people in your city know you, that don't mean shit. Like you need to relax, cause who wants to be local famous? Like I never wanted to be a local celebrity.
Quote unquote famous too.
Yeah, like, and I'm not really worried about being like no Twitter celeb or no shit like that. I'm worried about the world. I'm worried about the world seeing me, not just my city.
Or seeing your product.
Seeing my product, exactly.
Like, that's what really fucking matters.
Exactly, like, that's the only thing that matters.
Niggas be bigger than their songs they claim to be making. Like it's like,
listen,
what really matters? So.
I know a lot of people just off of seeing them, but I don't know their work, which is bad.
Right.
I know a lot of musicians, a lot of rappers, a lot of whatever, but I don't know their work. Like, I like them as people. Right. They're cool people, but half the time their music be bullshit because they have too many yes men in their corner, and I don't even listen to it. Like, there's very few Philly rappers I listen to. No disrespect.
No shade!
No shade to nobody, because if I fuck with you and you're a rapper and I don't name you, I just fuck with you.
Who you like? Who you talking to?
Who do I like? I fuck with Grand Marshall or Grande Marshall, however he goes by.
That's it. All niggas ass. That's what she said.
No, I'm really trying to think. Let me think. I don't know. April Fool Child, she's a singer, but she's from Philly. I like her music. That's really about it because a lot of
the second name was I thought she would catch a stride like April Fools, and that's about it.
That's about it because like I can speak like for Grande. Like I personally watched him grow as an artist, even though I don't know him personally. But I discovered him at an A$AP Rocky show, and he had this song out that I really liked. I forgot what it was. It was probably like God BPM or some shit like that. But ever since then, I just started to follow him because I really, like, you know, I really love music. I really love hip-hop. So I started to follow him and watch him grow and build his brand. And, you know, like, his music grew with him. Like, his music, if you listen to, like, one of his, you know, mixtapes or albums, it's really, like, it's good quality music. And that's what a lot of Philly artists lack, I feel like. I feel like they have, like, basement trap beats and dumb shit like that. And I feel like a lot of people, like, they put on good performances, but the music itself isn't good.
Right.
Like, I could fuck with your music at, like, a turn-up party, but I can't listen to it in my headphones walking to where I gotta be or just chilling.
Right.
So that's the difference, and that's why, you know.
Yeah, I will say that I feel like there's, like, a lack of, like, song makers and producers, like, real producers who know how to craft a great song with all the shit.
Oh, and Kill confirmed. I saw this freestyle he did on Twitter. I fuck with it. I haven't really gotten to his music, but I plan on it. And that's all I can think of. I'm probably gonna think of more people, but that's no shade, but shade.
It's a few people I like, but I'll just speak on Cat Rogers. I feel to me, Cat Rogers, he's probably.
Are we talking about the Philly scene or just like what are we talking about?
I was speaking the Philly scene, but I just had a point to make just with him.
Okay.
Yeah, so to me, he's probably out of the Philly Jersey type shit, whatever connection. I feel he's probably the best song maker I've heard.
I've heard a lot of good things about him.
Because he's a producer, so he has that ear and know how to structure shit. Like his songs, his beats is all just great music. Versus him being just, he can rap too, but versus him just being the best rapper type shit, whatever. So I give him props for that. And I agree with you say, like, sometimes the beat doesn't really match or not a certain level of standard.
And a lot of people ride a wave, and I don't know what the Philly music scene is like right now because I pay attention, but I don't really get too wrapped up in it. But I feel like a lot of people run with this offbeat ass sound, like their voice be low as shit, but the beat be high as fuck, and it's just like, what are y'all doing? Like, do y'all pay for the studio time to create this? Because if so, then y'all need to go back to the drawing board because this is not that. It's not it.
And another thing I've noticed now, you know, because I feel like the underground and middle class scene of music is growing so much, people are able to do more. So like live performances and shit like that. So since there are a lot of performances, people think they're supposed to do them. Just, I can make a name that way. But niggas really don't be good performers either. Like they don't work on that craft as well. Like I see people like you can't understand what they're saying
and plus sometimes they be too lit for their own thing. I've been to shows where people have been like fucked up, couldn't even perform. Like we had to sing the songs with them or for them, and it's just like, from one, y'all not even up there to be fucking up like that. I feel like everybody in 2017 really need to get their shit together. Because not even just like Philly artists or whatever, just people in general that's gonna come up, including myself. Like now is the time to really put your best foot forward. It's 2017, it's not 2007. Like it's all about quality. It's all about good quality. Nobody wants mediocre bullshit anymore. And that goes for everybody with a craft that's not doing a 9 to 5. Y'all need to step y'all shit up when it comes to visuals, presentation, representation, everything. Y'all gotta come harder, cause you know,
it's a guy I know that does music and a lot of creative shit, whatever. And I was having a conversation today about him. I was like, yo, like, this shit's been the same level of quality since 10th grade.
Dog,
like,
real shit.
How? Like, how? There's
because
no
people
way.
have too many yes men in their damn corner. People, yeah, bro,
or
you got
they're too stubborn.
Too stubborn, and they never, a lot of people don't like to hear that they're ass.
Right.
And that's why you'll never elevate because, you know, like, a lot of people can't take constructive criticism. And also, a lot of people shouldn't be rapping or making music. And it's like fucked up when you can't even see yourself in that kind of perspective that you know your ass and you know you need to find something else to do. A lot of people be in denial about it.
I would say one of the key components of like success is awareness.
Yeah,
like, you got to be aware of what you're capable of and what you aren't capable of, and so you know where to put your energy into. You just like I'm not one of the people saying like, everybody want to do a podcast now. Because no, if you feel you're going to be good at it, that's what you're passionate about, do it. Fuck it. Like, same way I never said everyone be a rapper. Nigga, if you think you can rap and you passionate about it, you gonna take it seriously, do that shit. Like, so, whatever.
But don't just do it just because
it's a way.
Yeah, just because it's just something to do. Like, I could do a lot of shit just because it's something to do, but that's not where my heart is at, and I know a lot of shit I'm not good at.
Right.
So if you know that you're not good at something, it's just leave it alone.
And that's why I noticed with the podcast thing, because some people, like, they either don't have, interesting perspectives. No, just a lot of people in general. Like, they don't have interesting perspectives, or they don't have a good presence, or we don't give a fuck about what you're saying. So it's like, everybody shouldn't be talking, because, like, you're not a good talker.
I'll keep it 100 with you. Like, the only podcast I've ever listened to was yours. I listened to a few episodes of yours, and I listened to Tax Zone. Shout out to Tax Free Tax, but that's the only shit I listen to because he captivates people.
Right,
like, he always has shit to talk about. He's interesting. Everybody else just be doing shit. And it's just like, I can listen to myself talk. I don't need to listen to y'all talk. I do a good job of that myself. I don't know. So I don't really listen to many podcasts.
Right. Okay, but to switch a little bit, what do you think about, back to Instagram a little bit more, like I said, everybody has a brand, or everybody has a business. I hear a lot of people complain about, like, the Instagram boutiques and businesses and the pet peeves of that. Do you have any feelings or thoughts towards that?
I feel like
people also trickle that down to, like, black businesses. They be
and it's just like, first of all, relax. I feel like a lot of, Instagram stores or whatever, I feel like, for one, they all have the same shit. They sell the same shit for some place in Asia. I don't know. But that's that. And a lot of people lack good. Yeah, shout out to them factories getting it popping. But I feel like a lot of people lack.
Does anybody know who owns Fashion Nova?
No, but listen, I wear Fashion Nova, and anybody don't like it, whatever. I fuck with Fashion Nova.
No, I didn't know it was a thing. I just saw someone say, yo, I wonder who owns that shit. They really making bread.
It's probably a white woman.
Probably.
That's not thick. Because Fashion Nova is for thick women. Yeah, it's probably a man. Who knows? I know it's not a black woman, because they would have been had that shit, like, televised. But I feel like a lot of people lack customer service. Good customer service. I feel like a lot of black businesses get slack for that. And I also want to speak on business owners who talk too much shit on Twitter.
Okay.
When they know, like, they have customers following them. It's just like, why? Why? Like, why do you play like that? And when I drop Shea Butter Mami and everything is able to be purchased, I'm not going to be talking shit like, oh, I have too many orders, because this is what I asked for. Or, oh, so-and-so emailed me and they showed up here and they did this or they did. It's like, keep that shit off the internet. You're a business now.
Where's professionalism?
Yeah, where's your professionalism? You're a business now. You think I want to buy into you as another black man or woman, and you're sitting here talking shit about your customers? I would never. So I feel like a lot of businesses that, start online need to just master customer service and master how to be professional.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
It's really a professionalism and respect. Like, people just lack those two components. And they be so thirsty to get that quick flip or sell or something. And be like, yeah, I'm popping now, but that's the way you keep them. Keep them coming back. Like, Macy's didn't become Macy's off one sale per person. Exactly. Niggas keep going to Macy's, like, I heard they went to close or something like that.
And then I see a lot of people complaining about being successful. It's just like, why are you complaining? Get to work. Like, these checks aren't going to cut themselves. If you don't want to work a 9 to 5, then fucking hustle. Like, I don't understand why people get a following or, they start to pop, their brand start to pop, and then they just start complaining about random stupid shit. I wish I had your customers. Like, I'm going to take your customers just because you're not grateful for them. So, y'all need to chill out with that, too.
Yeah, I feel people, they be so, like, entitled about shit. And then they be, like, so the priorities be off. A bunch of people who are always taking pictures. Like, people want to be so mixy about shit instead of actually producing stuff.
Everybody wants to be a superstar without putting the work behind it. Everybody wants to be famous. I feel like being internet famous is, like, the goal for a lot of people. And it's just so much more to life besides being internet famous.
Yeah, I think most people, they will lie. I've seen many of those questions, like, would you rather be rich or famous? I think a lot of people will lie, say, no, I'll take the money. But if you really had the choice, or, like, maybe not had the choice, but you probably would be just fine with being super famous and not so rich. Where like I think any sane person will give a fuck about some fame.
Yeah,
Or just have all the bread.
because I really don't want the spotlight. Like, don't get me wrong, I like attention. I do to a certain extent, but I don't want.
You're not chasing.
Yeah, I'm not chasing it, and I don't want people in my face all the time, or I don't want my business on Fresh Street all the time. I still want my I still want my privacy, and I still want to be normal and be human.
Right.
So I would take the money any day. And plus, being famous is not shit because everybody rise and fall. Everybody has their highs and their lows, and I don't want my lows to be broadcasted that. I'd rather just stay behind the scenes and
Yeah, that's why I've never been a type like never cared about liking or being known by a lot of people because I don't like most people, so I don't need to be around a lot of people. So I don't go to many events and shit like that even now. If I do, like you see me that time, I find myself chilling because it's not necessary to just attract attention. It just have to be seen all the time. Like
I feel like it's a balance. I definitely feel like it's a balance because I used to be mixy last year. I'm not gonna lie, I was mixy last year, but then
speak your truth.
I was because you're young. I was
a Joan that year.
Listen,
that summer.
Never was a Joan, but I felt like I let too many people see my face who didn't deserve it.
Okay.
Because as I build my brand, as I build my network, it's just like certain people don't need to see me. Okay. I don't need to be at your party for what? Like,
I'm only going to events. Not even because, it's some, like, I respect it. Not some calculation for me, but I just don't care. Like,
I really don't care.
But
plus,
unless I'm invited for a reason, like, oh, I fuck with you. Cool, I'll go. Like, I just went to, shout out to One Take Dave and Myra. They had a good show last night. And it was just a cool show. They invited me. I fuck with them.
I never know about any of this stuff.
Yeah. It was at Bourbon and Branch. I've never been there before.
Oh, I did know.
Okay.
But I didn't know it was their. I didn't know it was their event. So I would've, cause I follow Myra on Twitter, so I would've showed support if I knew like she was behind it. But
it was really cool. I fuck with them, but that's cause I like them. I like what they're doing. They invited me, so cool. I go, not just to be, yo. You ever hear RightonQuelive? No, nigga, you'll find out eventually.
And plus, I just don't like people.
Right.
And that's transparent. One thing about me is like my emotions. Like if I don't like you, you're gonna know it. And a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. And like you get into petty beefs or petty situations because of it. And it's just like, you know what? To protect myself and to protect other people, I'll stay in the house because I don't need this and they don't need that either. Yeah. So I stay in the house.
You shout out Tex. Tex always said. He said, I'm not worried about what you're going to do to me. I'm worried about what I'm going to do to you. So
and also, in the wise words of Tex Stone, what did he say? He was like, sometimes you have to think for people.
Facts.
He was like, sometimes you really have to think for people because some people want to be tough and they feel like they have to be that way in order to live. Right. But you could lose your life trying to be tough because you wanted to feel real lit at that moment. And you may be trying to be tough with the wrong person. So I stay in the house because you never know, and I never know. Like, I never know how I'm feeling that day, or if I see a person, how I'm going to react, so.
Yeah, I want to speak on Tex real quick.
Yes, let's speak on Tex, because funny thing, I wrote him a letter, but I never sent it out. I never sent it out.
I respect it.
Because I really fuck with him, but go ahead.
Yeah, so Tex is like, he's definitely one of my favorite figures. I definitely admire and respect him in a lot of ways. So I was definitely very disappointed.
Yeah, I was hurt.
Yeah, when all shit went down, whatever. But me personally, I'll never say free anybody, especially if it's looking like somebody just did it, because, and they do me, and it is what it is. But I don't like, the way people are when they don't like you, whatever. They just try to skew everything to be totally negative. Like, regardless of whether he did it, whatever he did, he spread a lot of positivity in the world in just that little 2-year span. Like, he changed. I saw the tweets and all these people saying, I never looked at the world this way. I'm not going to do this no more. And like, this. Like, he dropped gems every single episode. Like, in his own unique way. Like, even if he was saying something in a particular way that you like, it was probably truth and just realness in it.
And plus, I felt like he was unbiased with his thoughts. I felt like, like him telling the stories when he got punched in his face by a crip. I'm not telling nobody I got punched in my face by a crip if that happened to me. I'm going to keep that to myself.
That's why I like him and Charlamagne. They're slightly different.
Yeah, I really like Charlamagne.
Yeah, but they're transparent. They like Charlamagne would say, know your truth, so no one can use it no one can use it against you.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, you know, talk about your wins, also talk about your L's. That's why Instagram's so fucking fake, because all just fake ass wins.
It's all wins,
like,
fake wins, and that's why, like, I slowly but surely started getting into tweeting, like, real shit. Like, shit that has nothing to do with my brand, but just real human being shit. Because I feel like a lot of people...
That's how they attract you as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm buying into this person. Oh, they got a brand.
Because I'm still a person. Like, I'm not just an internet personality. I'm a human being. So I'll talk about shit like being depressed or shit like being fired from my job because it's real. Like, people don't understand it. Doing your own thing and pursuing entrepreneurship is real. It's not easy at all. And I feel like people my age or younger than me need to learn, you know, the right way. And a lot of people go by the rule, the game is to be sold and not told. And I like that rule because, you know, everybody can't come up for free. But also, it's like you have to share your knowledge. And I just like to share, like, what I'm going through or what I've learned and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm just all about balance. Whether it's wins or losses, you know, whether I'm like saying some shit that's like critical of men, I'm saying shit that's critical of women.
Sidebar, we gave Tyriq, what you say, 20 minutes? I said no later than 9:15, 9:20. It's 9:31.
This nigga told me at 8:40 I'm gonna be like 30 minutes late. I'm like, okay, that's 9:10. That's not bad. An hour later, god damn. And you know, people have told me, they was like, yo, like, why you do so many group episodes? Besides me, I just like that style and I feel it's different to, you know, combine different personalities and perspectives. It's also to like protect myself in case niggas don't be here
show up.
Or somebody's dry, a person can, you know, pick up the slack.
Right.
So, you know, let's say it was personal with Tyriq, you know, I was just sitting here.
Dang.
Then he probably going to fuck you forever list.
Right. Let's talk about that. What is that? Because I've seen the list and I'm like, oh, they starting some trouble here. That fuck you forever list. I have a couple people on my list.
Everybody has to have a list.
Yes, I have a list and they know who they are.
Yeah, the fuck, you know, a lot of people still think to this day that like it was like a rehearsed thing and like we
like how did it start?
The list or the conversation?
Like the conversation, like
conversation. You know, me and Penny cool, so we talked about different things before, but she had mentioned something during the conversation, and the plug, Mr. Spice, he was just put on the, you know, his board that he always has. He said, do the list, because you know, for some reason,
him?
Yeah, the plug, yeah. For some reason, he just like every time, it's been like the first person who's ever on the list, Andrew Maori or whatever. Yeah, like for some reason, the plug took his what you call it?
Shout out to, how you say his last name, Andrew Maori?
Nah, ain't no shout out.
Oh, ain't no shout out?
Ain't no shout out.
Well, I don't have no personal...
Yes, you do, guys.
So, you know, this is Q talking.
Yeah. But for some reason, the plug really took more offense to that than I did. Like, every time I even, like...
What did he do?
So, when I first reached out to him a while ago, he said he gonna come on the show. The day of, I confirmed, said, hey, we could still go for the day. Never responded ever again. So, he's cool with Simba and Scotty Cash or whatever. I reached out. I ended up finding out they were cool. So I didn't want to be on some like hype shit like, yo, tell your man. He didn't come to me. I was like, whatever. That's his loss to me. So I just reached out to them individually. Yo, y'all want to come on for an episode? They said, yeah, sure. So they come on for the episode. Unbeknownst to me, they just brought him just because of that.
Did he know he was coming to the same?
Of course not. So he saw my face. He was like, he just looked weird and awkward, whatever. So I was like, no, whatever. Shake his hand. No big deal, whatever. So we get here.
But how do you not know where you're going?
It's probably just so irrelevant to him. Like, whatever.
Anyway.
So when he so the show was good. Niggas taking pictures. Like I said, they got professional photographers. Niggas taking pictures, smiling, debating and
so
shit.
Nice.
Yeah, so you know, after when I dropped the episode, nigga didn't retweet nothing. Like, didn't like, didn't acknowledge it at all. Like it never happened. And he was posting pictures in my studio. Huh?
He has a beef with you?
No. He didn't to me, when I take things like that, he didn't respect the brand enough. Like if I was a little bigger.
Oh, he didn't think you were important.
Exactly. That's why I took it as. So, you know, he was posting pictures of my studio, like of himself in it. No hashtag or nothing, no ad.
Stop fake flexing, yo.
Right. So,
stop doing it.
He was the first entry on the fuck you forever list. You know, it's cool. If you don't respect the brand, fuck you forever. And it's cool. So, I told people, you know, he could be, because he is talented. I would never say he's not talented, but he could be Drake tomorrow.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. We would never have any workings or anything.
But my thing is, you can't be first. This goes back to what I say when I say that a lot of Philly people think that they're bigger than what they are.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to a different city, nobody probably knows you. So you need to humble yourself, and you need to take.
Be humble or be humble.
Like, you need to take these opportunities and really look at them as an opportunity. Like, somebody is going to hear your voice that they probably never heard of you before.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a new fan or whatever. Stop being fake bougie. Like, it's some instances where you know that something is not worth your time.
Right, of course.
But if you know that someone has a different network and a different audience other than you, then why not come together?
Yeah, and my thing is like I said, in fact, what I said earlier, it's just about respect.
Mm-hmm.
So you come here, anybody, you come here, you seemingly enjoy yourself, and you engage in conversation with no problem. But then you leave it like it never happened. That's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
As a person, whatever. Like, to me, if I'm a
you
ghost,
could have stayed home.
you could have stayed. You could have said. You could have sat out there.
Yeah,
like,
you could have sat in timeout.
Exactly. So for you to come on the show, to me, it's just like weird. And I always tell them they do weird shit that. Why did you come?
Right.
Because I'm not going nowhere I don't want to be at. Like, it's like especially, I said, I don't care to be everywhere.
Like. Q Studio is in the Northeast. Nobody is coming to the Northeast willingly. So.
Niggas come all the way here just to act like they never came
exactly.
here.
Exactly. It's like, why are you wasting your money?
Right,
I spent $40 on a damn cab. I'm not wasting. I'm not, just coming up here to just sit here.
I thought for a second, I thought she fucking walked here. I was about to say, yo, like.
Never.
Because she was in the wilderness and all black.
Yes,
I was confused.
just out here. But no, I was trying to find my way. It's really difficult around here. But.
Yeah. But, people, they come here and just act weird. It's very. I still have yet to find answers to these situations.
And that's why I don't deal with people, because a lot of people off Twitter and social media are very different in real life.
Facts.
And
yeah, I saw your tweet, your little series of tweets about meeting people offline to see their internet personas.
Yeah, because a lot of people be weird. Like, I've met a lot of people at just random ass, Philly events, and I'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? First of all, I shouldn't be speaking to you if you want to keep it a bean. If you want to keep it 100, because you peasant.
Oh.
You common folk. I shouldn't even be saying hi, but because I'm in a good mood, I'll say hi. And they'll just be all flabbergasted and shit. And it's just like, wow, why are you acting like this? But you're so talkative and you're so energetic on Twitter.
Wait, so you would say hi.
Yes, and they'll just be stuck like, oh, hey. It's just like, you know who the fuck I am. Don't oh, hey me. First of all, like, you're lucky I said hi to you, and that's why it's a lot of shit that's gonna stop this year. I'm gonna stop being politically correct because a lot of people don't deserve that from me. A lot of people don't deserve a hi or an acknowledgement. So
I'm all for it. Like I said, if people want to fuck you regardless, there's no personal beef. I don't want to do anything to you. I don't want you doing anything to me, preferably, definitely. But we don't need to talk ever again. Like, we don't need to exist to each other. Like, it's cool.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of people.
I hope you're successful.
Right.
But,
I don't wish any ill will on anybody I don't like. It's just that a lot of people need to know like where their place is and to stay in their place. Because a lot of people take this internet shit and run with it and not know like I'm gonna see you one day and I'll see you in real life. Not to be like, well, I'm not no tough person or anything like that. It's just that I'm a human being. Right. And if somebody is disrespecting me...
Respecting yourself.
Yeah, first of all, I have to protect my peace. And I feel like a lot of people have been disrupting my peace. And in retaliation, I have to disrupt your peace. Because I was in my little bubble chilling. And you can... Yeah, so now I have to pop your bubble. Like what Tanisha say on Bad Girls Club, y'all not gonna get no sleep because, like... With the pots yes, I ain't get no sleep because of y'all not gonna get no sleep because of me. And that's how I'm rocking in 2017. So don't bother me.
Iconic scene from Tanisha.
Don't bother me. Yeah, shout out to her. I love her.
Yeah, and I, speaking like the fake facade and all that shit, that's another thing. People try to be so tough unnecessarily as well. Like, it's like, you talk to a heavy, like you said, you talk to a heavy on the internet, like, you're not going to see people.
Let me
like,
tell
you're not going to have to back up this shit. I saw somebody
in real life, and it was not with the shit.
Who you see?
You know who I saw. You know who I saw. Let me tell you, I had to get up in my seat for this. So, this one girl who I guess has a lot she has, a few opinions about me or whatever. Okay. She decided to be real vocal on Twitter one night while I was asleep. And it's just like, I catch everything. Yeah, I catch everything. So, for me to be asleep, it was crazy. So, I wake up and my phone is going off and people are sending me screenshots of the shit that she was saying. And it's like hours after, so I'm not even gonna respond because it's like, for what? So basically, this person was just like throwing dirt on my brand, not even me as a person, like saying like, oh, so and so gave her this wave and da 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 da, and it's just like, okay, whatever, all right, cool. So I knew I was gonna see her, and I was waiting to see her, and I saw her and her white friend, you know who I'm talking about. And she didn't want no smoke. And it's just like, dog, like, quit the shenanigans for Twitter. I'm not a tough person. I never portrayed to be that. But I'm also with the shits if need be.
Right.
If need be. And if I feel like you're coming for me, don't ever come for me if I don't send for you. And that goes for everybody. Like, I just want to come up on a check. Like, I don't feel like smacking nobody. I don't feel like, because that's old. Like, we're adults. I don't feel like doing it. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to disrespect me or my brand on a national scale or a public scale. Like, you don't know who's watching you, and now you're throwing dirt on me. It's just like, that's enough.
For no reason as well.
For no reason besides being a hater. So it's just like, stop acting like you with the shits and you not, because somebody gonna run into you offline and press you. So chill.
Especially when, you know, whoever it is, anybody, you invite that energy to yourself. Like you said, for no reason.
Like, don't be talking no tough shit online and then wanna, you know, double back when somebody says something. It's just like, you should have never said it. It's a lot of things I don't say on Twitter just because I know I don't even want that drama. Not, you know, not being, you know, a punk or anything like that. It's just like, I don't need that drama. So let me just keep my thoughts to myself. But a lot of people, they think that, you know, I guess they try to put on a show for some followers or whatever. And it's just like, I don't do that. I don't put on shows for anybody. I'm not a puppet.
Yeah.
I'm going to see you at one of these open space events. Like, so you need to relax and chill. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah, people, you know, speaking of filters, people be thinking I'm not filtered. Because I say certain things. I'm very filtered. Like, I filter a lot of shit that I say or think or whatever. Like, so, you know.
I do. I try because I understand that I have a business now, and I understand that it's not about me. It's about people's perception of me, so I can't just go off the whim and say whatever I want to say. But also, I'm not going to sit up here and, like, not say anything or not get what I want to get off my chest. I feel like a lot of people are robots and they try to really, you know, like, be really politically correct. Like, with this whole Yes Jules situation, I'm gonna speak on that because I don't like her. Okay. And I feel like a lot of people, like, when she said this shit that, or when she did the shit that she did on Twitter, a lot of people of power did not stick up, did not stand up. Is that Tyriq?
Yup.
Hey, Tyriq. Does he know which Jordan coming to?
Plug tongue. Tyriq,
hello.
He said he would be 30 minutes late.
I am 30 minutes late considering.
At 8:40. I don't know. At 8:40. It's 9:40.
My bad.
How are you today, man?
I'm good.
Okay, so you were talking about Shea Butter Mami. I said before.
You can call me Shea.
You started on the Yes Jules stuff.
Yes, so I felt like a lot of people just didn't stand up how they should have because they were being too politically correct. And I feel like it comes a time where you have to put your blackness first before your business relationships, because you can stop being successful one day, but you'll never stop being black. So stop trying to sell out for these white people.
And you'll definitely never stop looking at you as
black. Like, because at the end of the day, once you show your ass like that, it's like the black community isn't going to want you either. So when people like Yes Jules do shit like that, you as a black person, if you have that power and you have that platform, you need to check her.
So I saw a lot of people saying this sentiment, this narrative. So who were the people that you or anybody thought wasn't speaking up or like was like taking up for? I really didn't see
just a lot of
people airing her out.
Just a lot of people. Like some people spoke on it, so I didn't have to, you know, address them or whatever. And like I know one person, Yusuf. Like I know, like not defending her, but he didn't do something that I would do. Like he didn't publicly like, you know, blast her. Not that he should, but it's just like when it comes to certain things like that, if you're gonna display your friendship publicly, cool. Yeah, like they were cool, then you need to check her, because at the end of the day, you're black, she's white, and she's in the wrong. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna check her in private. That's corny. a thing. She just exists.
Oh,
She
this
just
is my
exists.
question towards it though. I saw a lot of people say like, but what is she? Why is
First
she so
of all,
popping?
she's only
Isn't she just
popping
another
because
party
she
promoter?
fucked famous black men to get on.
Who did she fuck?
Le-
Look, ooh, LeBron.
no, nobody.
Not LeBron. He's scandal free. Don't be
Listen,
dragging
it
his
already
name.
came out in
What?
the
She fucked
media.
LeBron?
She fucked with LeBron. They said that him and Pusha T were sharing her at a point in time.
What the fuck?
Yes, Pusha T. I hope that's not true.
I mean, but we make people relevant. You know what I mean?
Random
and
shit.
then it's just like, why her?
But wait, what's the difference between her and like Henny Palooza niggas? What's the difference?
I don't
all
even-
just throw parties. Like it's a lot
At
of
the
throw
end of the
parties.
day, yeah, and I think
40-ounce van.
Right,
like-
everybody had a shine at one point with the whole party scene. So
Yeah,
But it's
I don't
just like
see
you have to
short-lived.
know.
It's
Yeah,
always
it's short-lived.
short-lived. Yeah.
But you also have to know your role and know your place. A lot of white people who try to get into being curators and being tastemakers, they want to be accepted into the black culture. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a part of something, but just know that you can never be this.
So you think
You
she's
can
a
never.
vulture?
I think she's a culture vulture. I'm sorry. I think she's an opportunist.
You think so, Tyriq?
I don't really know her. I don't really
From what
follow.
you-
She did
I
like the
don't-
1 a.m. bounce.
I don't go to that. I don't follow her. I don't do anything when it comes to like yes.
Right.
Only time I see her really is when she come up in like controversy, like
Right.
she said something, and I really don't even know what she said.
Right.
It was like impossible to find because once Twitter get a hold of you,
It was
it's
just a
like
shirt.
impossible.
They'll
you know?
delete it.
What was wrong with the shirt?
She
Is
said
what she say?
niggas lie a lot. She
Can
said
I
oh,
wear
she had
this?
a
Can I wear?
shirt.
She was like, can I wear this to
Or
whatever
no.
event it was? And I'm just like, bitch, what? Like, are you serious?
So she can't
And
wear
y'all
that.
letting her get away with this shit? Y'all
So-
telling her that this is okay? This is like,
to me, Clueless. She's just another case of the clueless, supposedly, allegedly not racist at all,
Right.
white person. And to
I mean,
me,
everybody
at
racist.
times they're well, of course, everybody racist. But to me, they're sometimes even more worse or just more annoying than just super just fuck niggers type race. Cause like they claim to be so oblivious to shit, whatever. But behind closed doors, you'll be the one laughing and joking with your friend who's
and
really
my
racist.
thing is, who are
And then
these
come out in
black
public
people?
and go fuck with black people. Like,
Yeah,
like you play both sides of the fence type shit. I think
Yeah.
she's that type.
Who are these
It's trash, like, she
African American
clueless.
people that's making her feel comfortable? Like, cause I know it's somebody. I know
Yes,
it's somebody
people. I mean,
in
it's-
her corner.
I was gonna
that's
say
black.
it's always beyond like a fan base. She probably
Yeah,
got people
you have
that
people
really
in your
like fuck with
corner.
her on some heavy
Like,
stuff that's black.
A hood nigga be like, yeah, like, you can say nigga,
But then a lot
you
of-
can't.
a
You
lot
got
of
that fat
times-
ass.
Yeah, like
But
no.
a lot of times I feel like people hype up people. Like they probably hyping her up and it's a joke. Sometimes it's like you ever know.
But a
it's like
joke is
group of
gonna get her
friends
hurt.
That they don't care. They not really her friends. They hyping her up. They around for the hype. She throwing parties. They getting in places. They meeting
Right.
people. They
And
hyping
at
her
the
up.
end
They
of
don't
the
really
day,
give a fuck
she's a
about
white
her.
girl
Just like
with
she
a
don't give a
fat
fuck
ass.
about them.
Like that's what people were attracted to. She's a white girl with fat ass, and you know, okay hips, and people like that shit, and men like it. Like,
Did y'all see when she tried to like reason by saying like, I'm also like Puerto Rican as well?
Oh, is she?
That's what she said. She said he's white, Puerto Rican, and some shit.
first of all, if your
And then her-
skin don't look like this, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I don't give a fuck what you're
Talk
talking
about it.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're Vietnamese. I don't give a fuck if you're from wherever, Ecuador. You're not black. You may not be 100%
So you don't
white.
like you don't like Hispanic people saying nigga either?
No,
I
I
kind of feel
don't.
like
I respect that.
Because can I call you a spick? Not to be like not on some
they
shit.
call
Is
each
that
other
really the
spick
same,
though.
though?
Because they don't call each
Yeah,
other.
they
spick.
don't say that.
They don't.
No,
Because I've heard somebody
I've
say
never
it.
seen not on like a friendly type
Yeah.
thing. Because you
I've
know, black
heard
is like yo
somebody
nigga, what's
say
up?
it.
Like I've never
we
seen
way more
somebody like
casual.
I've seen nobody like hey spick. Like
What
I've
that-
never seen it before.
Type shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like
no,
it would
it's just
automatically
like-
be like offensive. I've never seen like a
Exactly.
Rican say yo what's up you
I've
spick.
grown with plenty Hispanic people saying nigga. Like it's like, but I hear Hispanic people take it as far as saying we the same. No, we not.
Exactly. That's
Definitely
what I
not
have a
the
problem
same.
with. That's what I have a problem with.
With
We're not the
them saying-
same. Like we're not the
I mean,
same
there's
at
nothing
all.
wrong with people understanding like their history and knowing like all about the North Atlantic slave trade and where slaves were dropped off at.
Mhm.
But I definitely feel like
Okay.
it's harder for you to step in on the topic of like black culture and black struggle when
Because you don't know what it means.
you don't know what it is
You don't know what it
exactly
is
like
to
to
be
go
black.
through exactly to be black. And I always tell people all the time, if you're not black, don't comment on my statement.
Exactly.
When it comes, if I speak on something about black culture or the black struggle or anything in reference to my race, if you're not black, not saying that your point is not valid, but it's not valid with me. So don't bring it up because I don't care.
And you wanna know the crazy thing? We don't do it to nobody else, really.
We don't.
We don't
don't,
give
'cause
a
we don't
fuck
care,
about
because
whatever
we don't
Asian,
We got too
white
much.
people.
We got too much shit going on for us to
People always
care
chiming in on
about
us.
somebody else.
So
We got
don't give
we
a-
got the world against
Like,
us.
We don't even be aware of shit going on.
Right, in
with
other
people.
places.
Real
It's all
shit.
kind of shit going on around the world in different countries, different races. We never chime in. But for some reason, we're entertainment even in our struggle.
I feel
Like, we're on
like-
CNN across the world. Like, some man's been shot in California.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they don't spread no shit across the screen saying some man in, South Africa has been stabbed because of a race thing. You don't hear stuff like that. Like, it's always the blacks that have been, brought here to America, and we're like thrown across TVs and stuff just for entertainment, regardless of what it is, whether it's a struggle, whether it's a good thing. We're just always entertainment for people.
Right.
Okay. So shift the gears real quick since you late.
My bad.
So Tyriq Harris, speak about yourself. Speak about your brand.
All right.
So let's give us a little round.
I'm Tyriq Harris. Tyriq Harris Projects LLC.
All right, done. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Natural lifestylist. For the most part, that engulfs a lot of shit when it comes to just like natural living. I run my own natural lifestyle website. We do updates once a month. Also have a new channel with Apple. We do updates twice a week, and then we're going to integrate video feed into that as well. And we're opening up our first physical location in Brooklyn
Woo.
this June. So,
Yes.
look out for that, right? Well, check the website out, sign up subscribe,
Okay.
so you'll get all the updates for the locations, new products being pushed out this summer.
Okay, so what exactly do you provide, whether it's for the Apple News, the Apple channel,
You
or
said it one more time, start the question. You said what?
So what exactly do you provide? Like, what are the products? And you
so-
said natural lifestyle.
Yeah, natural lifestyle. Like I said, it engulfs a lot of stuff. So basically, from diet to just lifestyle in general, from the products you use on your skin, on your body, the products you're putting in your household. We touch and base on a lot of things. It started off as just a skincare blog, but over time, so many things have been attached to the stigma of just natural lifestyle.
Okay.
So from diet, I talk about from just random things in regards to like how I handle things, like being stress-free in life and trying to like work through life in the most natural and holistic way possible to like be truly connected to who we are as human beings. Especially, it's big, not saying that any race can't be, natural, but it's really big for African Americans to really like hone in on those natural, holistic things. You'd be surprised how differently our bodies react to things when we choose the all-natural route. So I offer advice, product reviews, and like I said, in June we're pushing out not only the physical location, but my actual first line, full line of natural products.
Okay, so you're just a natural writer, so you write about.
Right.
Okay, cool. What are some top like 5 or so natural alternatives people should like maybe shift their life towards that will make a difference? You think?
Sheesh.
You said you'd be surprised what
I
would
gotta
be.
pick 5.
First of all, y'all need to drink water.
Yeah, that's major.
That's like the ongoing
That is
joke
You need to
now.
drink
that's
water.
what everybody knows. People joke about. That's
Get
like
your
the ultimate
Get
meme.
your
Mind my
coconut
business.
oil and drink your water.
Or that's like the
and watch
ultimate
your light
meme
glow.
thing, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna mind my business and drink this water.
Right,
So,
right.
But it's a literal thing. Yes, you need
I
to
always been
drink.
a heavy drinker.
You need to drink like water a lot. Like you need to really like hydrate yourself, hydrate your
Yes.
body. You'd be surprised how your skin changes, your hair changes, even your attitude by just drinking more water. People that know me know that I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat. If you want to go that extreme route, that is one of my top 5 things to cut out.
How long you been on that life?
This past January made 5 years.
Oh, I respect.
Yeah.
You
So.
got that.
You let go of the chicken?
No, I can't do chicken. I can't
The
do dairy
chicken?
products.
Do
I
you
can't.
fish?
I cut out fish the last year. So I've been meat free besides seafood for 4 years, and now 1 whole year without eating.
Are you
So
moving
you
towards
just do
vegan?
tofu?
No, I can't do the vegan thing because I will eat some macaroni and cheese.
Yes, I
like
know that's
Thanksgiving,
right.
Christmas. So I can't do like the full vegan thing. And then vegan is like an entire lifestyle.
Right.
It's beyond diet. When you
Right.
choose to be vegan, you choose to not
Or
only
leather and shit like that.
everything, not leather, not fur. I can't live without fur. Like I wear fur.
Right.
Talk heavy.
Like come on. Like so, it's more than that. I mean, if I could be a vegan and still wear fur, but sure.
Right.
But in a sense of like, it's a full lifestyle. They protesting for animals. I need to protest for these reparations. Fuck them animals right now. But
Speak on
yeah,
it.
that's like a major thing. So I can't do the vegan thing. But back to the top 5, I would say drink more water. You don't have to completely cut out meat out of your diet, but if you can like cut back on meat, you'd be surprised how many nutrients you really don't need from meat. Most of the stuff that's in meat you can get in vegetables, if not more. That's 2 things. 3rd, coconut oil. I know people beat this into like
Seen it a lot
people's
lately.
head. You see it a lot.
So this thing with coconut oil.
It's not a moisturizer.
I'm
It's really not.
a
It's not.
Vaseline baby. I've been with Vaseline my whole
I'm
life.
a shea butter baby.
Shout
Shea
out
Shea
butter.
butter
Shout out
mom.
to Shea Butter Mom. So coconut oil,
It's not.
Just coming in a bottle. It's coconut oil.
Yeah, you can get
one
long.
brand.
Yeah, I mean,
You
it's
can get a
any
potato
brand as long as it's organic and 100% natural. There's no additives in it. Like,
Okay.
don't buy coconut oil with flavoring and put it on your skin.
Right.
You can smell like a little whatever.
Right.
But just anything natural,
Put it on your hair, body.
facial hair, body. A lot of people think that it's a moisturizer, but it's not. It's used to lock in moisture.
Stop
So,
putting it on your face.
Please stop it. If you're
Also, not your face.
No,
No,
if
it
you are
clogs your
prone to
pores.
blackheads, it will clog your pores and give you I mean, I can use it because I'm not prone to blackheads. But if you are prone to blackheads or acne, do not use any thick fatty oil on your face.
So,
And also don't use it during the day. Like I see a lot of women like, oh, I
Yeah.
just put coconut oil on my face. You
Tripping.
look stupid.
Tripping.
And it's
what,
not
you
cute.
super shiny or something?
Like as
Not even that,
No, it's
but-
just bad for your skin. It blocks your pores. Like I use coconut oil on my hair, and I'll use coconut oil to pair with my regular moisturizer.
Right.
So if I'm using shea butter, I'll put the coconut oil on top to lock in that moisture because it doesn't do it.
It
Like I
doesn't-
still be
yeah.
ashy if I just
If
use
you
coconut
yeah,
oil.
coconut oil, you would be shiny with dry skin.
You
Like
look
I'm shiny,
like-
but then like you
yeah,
feel like
you feel
crunchy.
crunchy, like your
Like-
shit can't
Okay,
stretch
wait.
right.
Okay, so what's the point of it then?
To lock in moisture. So
Lock
if you
in, okay.
lock in moisture,
It's a sealant.
it's a sealant, right? So you're gonna apply it on top of your moisturizer. Or even for me, I do it like fresh out of the shower. I'll just apply it to wet skin, and it locks the moisture in. And for the most part, you won't be reapplying moisture for the majority of the day, if at all, for the rest of the day
Yeah.
on your body.
That's
So
right.
and it's good to eat as well. It's a good alternative for butters and like a lot of those like fatty like spreads we'll use. You can always replace it with coconut oil, and that actually the flavoring is actually pretty much the same because it doesn't taste like coconuts.
Okay.
So those are three things. So we got water,
Water.
your diet, coconut oil. I need two more things. What you got for me?
I would say as far as what living healthy,
Living healthy.
Yeah.
Lifestyle.
Natural lifestyle.
I mean-
natural lifestyle,
You be surprised. I'm
natural
big.
bodies.
I'm big on soaps and detergents.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really big on that. I'm big on soaps and detergents. Like
What's up we using?
what soap are you using?
No, you. Like, what soap are we?
Oh, I'm using my own brand soap right now. I've been
Talk
using-
heavy.
Right. I've been
Talk
using it for
heavy.
the past 3 months, and it will be
Talk
available in
heavy.
June.
Okay.
I tend not to use a lot of soaps in general. If you want to opt out of soap, you actually can wash your body with apple cider vinegar.
Yes,
It will
or
deodorize
coconut
you.
oil.
Right, it will deodorize you, and it will also clean your skin. And you'd be surprised how clear your skin gets by just using that. There's so many additives in actual soaps. They put lard, acid, it's all kind of shit, and it's a bar of soap. Like one of my goals, if you can't eat it, don't put it on your body.
Right.
If I can't eat it, if I won't put it in my body, I want to put it on.
So
my
would you
body.
say if they can't get Tyriq hair's soap, just use
They can use apple cider vinegar,
Best-
right?
Best thing to use.
Right. I would suggest using apple cider vinegar. Multiple stores.
It's
have-
black soap. Is black soap cool?
I mean, I'm biased on black soap, but a lot of people use it, so I can't down it because a lot of people have gotten good results from it.
Okay.
But I'm a little biased on it because it's never done anything good for me but dry my skin out.
Right.
All right.
Because they put a lot of charcoal in it. A lot of different brands make it differently, but most of them put a lot of like activated charcoal in it, and it dries your skin out.
All right. One more.
Help me out.
I would say
So much
moisturizers, like because you're doing skincare, right?
I mean, everything natural lifestyle though. There's so
Natural
many things
lifestyle.
that like adjust the way you can live. Another thing that I do every year, I probably should do it more often. This is included in natural lifestyle, is disconnecting. Sometimes a lot of people think that lifestyle stops at diet and working out and skincare, but it goes always to the point where your interactions with the environment around you. Sometimes we need to disconnect from technology for a minute. We just need a break.
Yes.
I do it for 50 days every year.
Mm-hmm.
I just pick a day. It's usually before my birthday because you want to turn up and post shit.
Mhm.
But like it's usually before my birthday. I'll like just disconnect.
50 days.
I'll pull off Twitter, pull off Instagram. I'll delete the apps off my phone. To the point where like I'll set do not disturbs on my phone for certain times. It's just it gives you gives you time to like self-focus and refocus your life in a sense where it's like maybe I need to do this better, do that better. And when you're away from technology, you give yourself that a lot of time to do it.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Twitter's just too funny though.
So
It's
it
too
is very
funny.
funny. Like
It's too
it's
funny.
I
very
can't let
funny.
it go. I can't.
You can let it go for
I
a
tried to delete
stretch.
it for a day, and I ended up going back into my browser and just going to the Twitter
Really?
on my browser because I didn't feel like re-downloading the app. But like Twitter is addictive.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, we were talking earlier, I'm not one of those people that's like super obsessed with stuff I post or anything like that, or just
Yeah.
looking at other people, but just the jokes on Twitter alone and the memes, and
And I guess it's what you in it for.
It's really my
like,
comment.
what you
And
in
plus,
social media
Twitter is like
for.
the new news. Like
Yeah,
everything I find
facts.
out that's happening in the world, I find out on Twitter because I
Facts.
don't watch the news. So you
won't
know,
miss
it's
nothing on Twitter.
informative.
Like,
You won't miss
I mean,
anything.
I guess. But you got to disconnect sometimes.
You
though.
do.
Yeah, of course, I can
you
like see
gotta-
you said it. Like I can
But
see
no,
that.
like me,
I can
I'm-
see your mind being super clear. If you,
Yeah, but
50
and then
days, but
it's what works for everybody. Because me personally, I'm in my phone like this.
Of course.
Emails on here, back and forth, and it's like you be surprised how much of your life gets absorbed by technology.
Mhm.
Like I don't even watch
Hours.
TV, but it's hours. Like even music, plugging your phone into like a Tidal app or a Spotify, and being this plugged in your ears for 3-4 hours a day. That's a lot of time just thinking about or just letting these like waves go through your mind when you can sit in a fucking park somewhere and just breathe
Right.
and just connect with yourself. That's what I mean by natural living. Just sometimes disconnecting as well and just getting back to like the original roots of just being a part of this
being present in the
entire
moment.
being present in that
So-
moment, right? Sometimes you can't. Everything ain't on this phone. It's just
Right.
it ain't good for you.
Definitely, and just you share some times to your own thoughts.
Right.
So you can have some clear thoughts. And be like, all right. Like people be saying all the time, like, dang, I can't get this done, or I can't figure out how I'm gonna do this next move in my life. You have some time to yourself. You can maybe really organize yourself.
It
lay
works.
out a
It
plan
does.
and
Yeah, you
blueprint.
do plan out. By me, like when I do my disconnecting, like detox, I do get a lot more work done. I mean, it's evident though, and it's one of those things where I feel like I said I should probably do it more often, or like so I can get a lot more work done. But
Like half a year.
yeah, that might be hard though, because I need marketing tools too, and social media
Right.
comes into play with
Yeah.
marketing.
Right.
Definitely.
But it's definitely it's refreshing. Like when I get back on there, I have a different mindset with everything, and it also helps you recharge when you run brands. It's really hard to like run a brand and then like be plugged in, and then constantly seeing like other people's like visuals and
Right.
constantly seeing other people's like artistic and creativity skills, and I think it kind of, even though we don't like to admit it a lot of times, I think it definitely, by watching stuff so much on social media and TV, it influenced us way too much, more than we think, and then we start to incorporate other people's ideas into our own dreams and ideas.
And it can fuck with your own creative thing, because you might. Cause I know a lot of people, whether it's directly or indirectly, you get caught up in comparing yourself with other people.
And it be
their
subconscious.
journey.
It's subconscious.
Definitely.
Because we don't consciously say like, "Damn, he better than me. She better than me." But it's a subconscious thing.
You like, damn, why didn't
didn't
this
happen
done
to
yet?
me?
Why
Or
didn't
why
make it there?
right? Why didn't get there faster than I got there?
Right.
When it's really like each journey is different.
Right.
And if you live
never
more
know,
natural,
like-
you don't really recognize, or you don't even like connect with other people's progress. You see them when you see them, and you congratulate them on whatever it is. But if you don't have time to compare yourself, you have more time to better yourself.
Right.
Facts. Yeah, so let's talk about branding real quick. Cause me and her had a conversation when you were
Before I got here, my bad. Was it good?
It was very good.
Okay.
But so you want to talk a little bit more about branding? We're in a social media age.
Right.
Everybody has a brand platform now.
Yeah.
Whatever. So what do you think
Some
about
people are
that?
legitimate, some people don't. Legitimate.
No shade.
Speak on it.
But it
Speak
is what
on
it is.
it.
Social media makes it very easy
You
for someone to
know.
perpetrate. But
Fake ones.
what's my take on?
Just branding and what you have any pet peeves about
A lot of fucking pet
Speak
peeves.
your
When,
truth, sir.
when it comes to people and their brands, so one of my major pet peeves is just like how people jock off of other people's brands.
Okay.
Like they just like penny pack off of it. Like they just jump on like any bandwagon that's like riding hard right now, and then they literally mimic, even if it's not similar to their brand. They literally mimic it, and I'm like, yo, that's what creative directors are for. That's what managers are for. Like, get your own wave in a sense. Like, some people, like, say you run a hair company, for example, and I'm running a company that sells T-shirts. You may like the way I marketed my T-shirt, so then you flip it and use that same marketing scheme for your hair.
But it's not the same.
But it's not the same, and it doesn't even fully work for you. But because you jocked it so hard, it's like me knowing that brand, like she copied off of that T-shirt line.
Right.
But that's like one of my big pet peeves. I'm big on marketing, so I'm always into somebody's like Insta commercials or somebody's like posters or anything. So I always peep when somebody like copying it for somebody else. So I'm watching when you think I'm not watching.
How did you even get into so heavy into marketing, natural lifestyle? What was, you never really got into like the beginning.
My beginnings. I was never big on marketing per se. I think that it's kind of like fell into my lap as I got pouring more of my creative energy into the brand. For the most part, I wasn't always natural. Like my who's natural at like 17, 18?
Right.
Like what guy do you know is like, oh, I care about my skin at 18? Nobody.
I
But
care about my skin.
you cared about your skin at
I care about
18?
my skin.
I did, and I was smacking anything that was in the bathroom. Like, my mom worked this shit might work.
Question: is proactive good?
No.
No.
And did he
It
need
is
to
crack
stop?
for skin.
Okay.
Did he need to stop playing?
Did he just cashing a check?
You're right.
So,
You don't
I mean, if I
care.
was getting a check, not for proactive, I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't want to poison you up like that.
Oh,
but
okay. Well, I got a confession.
you got
You use
proactive?
proactive?
You use Noxzema, don't you?
Both.
He used
He looked like he used
He used
Noxzema.
Ambi.
You use Ambi?
You use
I don't use that.
Ambi.
No, I don't think so. No, Noxzema and proactive. Because the only reason I said I did, I was never like a everyday routine and shit. But my mom, she had like flawless skin, and she's always been that way. So she has her own regimens.
So she tried to give you Noxema?
Yeah, like when I was a kid, she's
Really?
like, yo, what's this fuck? Noxzema on your face, whatever. So
Really?
it's just always been a thing in my mind. Like if I ever see something, like I'm big on like anything. You know, I try to
Right.
neutralize shit, whatever. I don't, like I said, I don't have the regimens. It ain't that deep to me.
I mean, but a regimen
I
is...
think about it, and 'cause I also love women with clear skin.
Right.
So it's always in my mind.
But a regimen is not, like, and I teach that in my workshops when I do the Married Here. So basically, a regimen is basically just getting your skin used to something.
Mhm.
And it can be as simple as water, oil every day. Water, oil,
routine.
water, oil. It's a routine.
Okay.
And I tell people that a skin is like a baby. Like, you know how a baby with no schedule is an unhappy baby. They're cranky, you don't know when they're hungry, they don't have a schedule. If you give your skin a schedule, your skin becomes happy skin. If you make sure you wash your skin and oil your skin, if you have a schedule every 3 days to exfoliate, give your skin a schedule, your skin becomes happy skin. It's good. It's getting used to a regimen, and it'll be able to regulate oils better. It'll be able to regulate when your pores are open and closed better. It's on the schedule. But back to how I got started in skincare. Around the age of like 18 or whatever, I was just spending money. I went into like Lush. It was like, oh, this shit smells good. I'm gonna try this out. I didn't really care for it. I was like doing a mixture of stuff. Around like 1920, I started getting like extremely bad, like dry patches everywhere. Anywhere that I had hair, face, head, everywhere. It was just like really annoying. I ignored it. Like most people kind of pretty much ignore stuff for the most part, especially if you can fix it with like some coconut oil or whatever. Around like, maybe like a year later, I wanted to go to a dermatologist. It was getting bad. Like I would like peel like dry patches off and have like swollen patches of skin or whatever. So it came to find out that I had like a particular type of dermatitis.
Do you have
And
eczema?
no, I don't have eczema.
Eczema, baby.
Because I have
I
eczema.
got eczema.
And
That shit's be
It's
really
not
bad.
anything to brag about.
it's not.
It's not.
In my
I used to think I
It's
was
not.
cursed when I was a
With
kid.
eczema,
Yes,
it's not eczema,
I
it's
hate
dirt.
it.
Scrub it off.
Yes,
No,
it's
that's
like, what the fuck
I
is that on
used
your
to
skin?
have
It's
that on
like,
my hair. That
Really?
shit
Yeah, I used to.
crawl.
I get like, not eczema, but like my dermatitis like flakes up. It just like pills, or I can be like in the middle of talking to somebody,
Oh.
and that's how instant it can flare up. Like I can be talking to you, and then you'll see like a piece of like dry skin flake off, like from my beard or something. So in that sense, that started concerning me. Obviously, like why do I every other day got like piles of dry skin? Went to a dermatologist. They diagnosed me with like a type of dermatitis. From that point, they gave me steroid creams, steroid soaps, shampoos. I had like a fucking cabinet, a tub full of steroid shit. And the doctor was like, oh, we can't cure it, but, we can treat it. And it's not that bad. A lot of people have this. You know how they try to make you feel better about having something.
like-
So I'm like, okay, whatever. Listening to the doctor, just using this stuff. The first maybe 2-3 days it worked. By the end of the first week, my skin was 10 times worse than when it started from all these steroid creams. And I finally decided to look and read. It's like, oh, do not exceed 3-day usage. If you exceed 3-day usage, please do not exceed 7 days. If you hit 7 days,
Right.
please contact your primary care provider.
Right.
Like, why is this making my skin worse and it's supposed to be better? And why does it have all of these, like, dangers and warnings on it? So from that point, I hit Google like anybody else. What's going on with my skin? How else can I fix it? Surprisingly, there was not a lot of options, especially for African American, for their skins and skin issues, and then especially African American males. A lot of times you like type in like skincare issue, you get like a shitload of like blogs that pop up with like a bunch of women. And I'm like, oh yeah, like it's my menstrual cycle and whenever, and it's like, I don't have that shit. Like,
Right.
but why is my skin doing this? So I just got into doing more research about, skincare issues, like my particular issues, and figuring out how to fix them naturally. Because if you're going to give me a medication, I would rather the medication cure me and not treat me or suppress the issue. If you're just going to treat me or suppress it, I might as well go the natural route and not harm my body. So that's what made me go into saying, okay, well maybe I need to jump into using natural skincare products. And that helped a little bit. And then from that point forward, a year later, 2 years later, I decided to cut out meat. And over time, I've noticed my skin's gotten better. I've gotten less flare-ups. So they kind of like brought me into like the natural lifestyle thing, and then I seen a market for it. So I always had a website, but it was like random. I used to like post random shit on there. It was never focused on a market or focused on a product. And I seen a market for it. A lot of people would comment or inbox me or email me like, oh, what do you do with your skin? I like your skin. Or people would see me and would just compliment my skin. Or they would see that my diet has changed. And they would see that like how my weight or my body has changed from my diet. And they were just, intrigued. So I seen a market for it. So I completely switched my brand over to the natural lifestyle, platform. And since then we've grown.
Okay. Interesting. Did you have any, so now you said that, you have any more pet peeves about branding then? Should that piss you off?
That pisses me off about branding. Besides the copying of marketing ideas, I don't know.
Okay, how about this? What are you guys working on that you feel you need to work on right now?
Brand-wise?
Yeah, brand. What's your brands? What do you guys need? Whether it's like you're currently working on, or you feel you need to improve on, short-term goals, along those lines.
I mean, for me, and I'm pretty sure it's like every entrepreneur, it's just like consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Like making sure you maintain consistent with everything.
Yeah,
like
everything.
follow through with every single thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things that I can say that I'm currently working on and like trying to maintain a level of consistency.
Yeah, I feel like right now I'm working on building my fan base and, having people kind of get a glimpse of who I am and, what my brand is about. And also separating, me personally from, like, my social media because, like, my brand has a lot to do with my social media name. So when people see that, I don't want them to see, like me say, F that person. I want it to be about my... See, but that's the thing. It's just like when I don't care, people look at me crazy.
Because my thing is, if you come to my social media page... I mean, granted, yeah, I do market myself when it comes to, like, on my social media, if something new comes out. I'm like, oh, hey, guys, check this out, or what you think about this? But for the most part, it's an expression itself. Some platforms, not all, because I don't use every platform to express myself, but Twitter is somewhere where sometimes I just sound off.
Right.
And it's like,
and I just gotta
I don't care. Somebody's like, oh, my
God.
gosh, you said the F word. Yeah, I said the F word. Calm down.
Right, relax.
Buy my products, your skin will still be clear.
Exactly.
F words and all.
Buy my swimwear, nothing changed.
And I
Right,
think it all
nothing
depending on
changed.
your brand and, the type of people you attract, your audience, whatever.
Right.
I think it can help because they look at you as a regular
That's another
person.
pet peeve, like not knowing your audience. That's like
Yes.
that's another major. It's a pet peeve, and it's something that people need to work on.
Okay.
Wait, before this slipped my mind, y'all people that keep DMing me, y'all DM music links knowing damn well I can't help y'all career and call that branding.
Or emailing me,
y'all
get
better
music
leave me
links.
alone.
I don't even click it. I
Like,
think it's a virus. I
y'all
don't
need to
trust
stop
nobody.
playing with me and stop fucking leave
Or
me alone.
you ever get somebody to DM you or email you they link and then like follow up? Like,
yeah,
did you like it?
No,
Like,
I didn't like it.
I didn't listen.
And you're making me,
right.
like,
Now
you're
you blocked.
forcing me,
Stop
right.
DMing me about music.
And then
Nothing
I hate
on my
when
page
people
says
just
anything about
DM me.
music.
I hate when people just DM me their link. Like, I'll go to my
Yeah,
DMs
well,
and it'll just say like
message. Do you get that a lot?
www.
Definitely.
And it's just like, who do you think you
You're
are?
just rude, sir. You're just very. Can you at least greet me?
Yeah.
Right, they don't even
Before you
introduce
spam me,
themselves.
like-
They just be
Or
like,
that crowdfire bullshit. Like, get out my face.
if
with
I
that
follow
too.
you and you got a crowd fire
You gotta
like
go.
attached to your account, I'm blocking you.
Yes.
Because they mean you're not even
Damn
on your
you.
Twitter.
That
Ain't
means
right.
that it's not sincere. And
It's
I'm
not
all about
right.
sincerity. I'm all about people being genuine when
Yeah,
they
I'm
approach
genuine. I
me
always
or
think
when
that.
they talk to me. Like, don't come at me on no, on some kind of robotic shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you want me to listen to your music, be like, hey,
Build that relationship. At least that
yeah,
connection.
like,
Yeah.
or better yet,
Especially
how
if you
about-
know that I'm not a producer. You know that I'm not.
Because
and if
it makes no sense.
It makes no
Right.
sense to begin with. And if you feel like, oh, maybe he got a connection, or maybe I seen him with somebody, he do have a connection. At least try to build a fake genuine relationship,
Exactly.
and then like ease your music in the
Finesse
door.
it, son.
Don't like be like, oh, listen to this. No, I'm not listening.
I feel
to
like
that.
a lot of people need to understand that I will never retweet you or support you if you don't support me. Stop DMing me your shit when you see my pinned tweet and you never retweeted
if I
it.
like it, I'm gonna retweet it. You
No,
never retweet it.
I'm not. Or I might if I like
If
you
I
as a
like it.
person,
Right.
then
If I
I'll
find it funny,
support
I
it.
might steal your tweet though. I'll screenshot and crop the
you
picture
want
in there.
it,
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you just want a
No.
picture?
Like if somebody have a tweet that's funny and I think it's funny, but I don't fuck with them, or like I just don't agree with their page or don't want to promote their market, I would like screenshot it and crop it.
Like a
I
meme
wouldn't
you
even
talking
give
about?
them that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's nothing. Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of musicians nowadays, they'll just
But
spam
everybody's a
you.
musician. Like everybody's a rapper, a singer, a producer.
That too. We had that conversation too. You need to know your lane and know what you're good at, because everybody's
like knowing your
awareness.
That, and then knowing your market too. People create products or create music or any kind of art, and then they selling it to the wrong market or marketing it to the wrong audience. Like,
and stop buying followers, because we see you.
I've been hearing about this more and more.
And I be seeing your pictures. Yeah, I be seeing. I go through. Listen, I stalk. So before I follow you, before I give you this follow back, I need to see like what you're about. So I'll go through your media, and let's say you.
But you don't even need to buy, like, what you paying for fake followers. You can pay like an online marketing group to get you real followers.
Right.
And that's just a real tip out here for y'all. Like, I'm not getting ready to spend $80 on what, like 1,000 followers. I don't even know how much it was, 1,000 followers or something like that.
I don't even know the price point.
$15, whatever the hell the price point is. I'm not getting ready to spend that on, you know, false advertisement.
Yeah.
You can. Twitter has marketing. If you just want followers, you can. They have marketing like schedules as low as maybe I think $5 a week or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can pay $5 for marketing on Twitter, on Instagram, or on Facebook, and probably get more genuine people following you that's interested in whatever the fuck it is that you're doing that can turn into real leads and real sales.
Because
those fake followers
not
doing shit for you.
It's not doing anything for you except making you look bad.
Yeah, the stuff that don't add up.
Yeah, on your picture, like no likes on your shit.
But you got like 20,000 followers or 100K followers, and you got like 6 likes on your cousin saying,
like,
hey,
you can't get away with it. Right, you can't get away with this anymore. Like, you have to be genuine. It's all about being genuine. You have to start from the bottom and build your brand up, just like I did, just like how everybody is doing. Like, I didn't buy my followers. Like, when I created my Twitter last year, and nobody knew who I was. Last year. Just last year. In February. And no, I had a Twitter prior to that, but that was like my past life. And I took like a hiatus from Twitter.
So you say you came back to Twitter?
Yeah, I came back to Twitter. Born again Twitter.
Got you.
Yes, I came back as an adult. And I started out new.
Find somebody to delete my old tweets, like go through. Cause I would hate to like.
No, people who knew me.
I'm kind of bracing myself though, cause I'm speaking it like I know I'm gonna blow up. So I'm like, in my sense, like I'm bracing myself.
My old Facebook.
I'm bracing myself for the day that somebody like screenshots
my friends.
I hope somebody try it, cause I'm gonna be like, I still probably feel that way. Like, and what?
I think it's gonna be funny though. Like, I just think this shit is hilarious. Like somebody screenshots, like, oh, you supported Trump.
Retweet,
like, I can see me like retweeting like LOL and like not saying nothing else back to it. Like, LOL, that's funny.
Right.
Because I feel like we forget what we tweet. Sometimes it's just so in the moment, and then you ever like go back on your tweets and then realize, be like, did
I
you say that?
Yeah, like did I really say that?
I go back and filter shit. I delete. I don't represent delete old tweets.
No, I'll type in my name and I'll type in bitch and my name, and then I'll go and delete all the tweets that I said bitch in, or like something like that.
Or if I like one day, like say I'm going back and forth with somebody a lot on Twitter. Like, I'll delete, like, I'll go back the next day.
Because you look silly.
Not even looking silly, I just don't like my timeline to look like a bunch of mentions.
Yeah, but
that's just like, that's a pet peeve of mine when it comes to just, like, social media. I don't like a bunch of conversations on my timeline.
Right.
It don't got nothing to do with me not wanting you to know what I said, because you can screenshot it. You can archive it.
But I like to have receipts sometimes on Twitter, like certain things that happen.
You one of them people.
No, it's
actually,
not often.
You said it on the third. You be like, damn.
No, it's not even like that. It's just like, okay, so somebody, I had this conversation with him earlier, right? Somebody.
Y'all gonna keep saying I was late. It's
no,
not my fault.
I didn't say that.
It was traffic.
But you know, somebody was like getting besides themselves on Twitter. And I basically, after I saw them, I had tweeted that I pulled, like I saw them and they didn't do shit. And that
was a hit them?
Because she didn't want to be hit. Like, she didn't want to.
She didn't want to be hit.
She didn't want to be hit.
She didn't want to fight. Like, you can see it in her eyes. She didn't want to fight. And I'm not a bully. I'm not a bully. Yeah, I saw all of her face. And, you know, so it didn't happen.
Y'all be having, like, real Twitter beef? Like, I feel like my Twitter beef is bullshit.
It's never real Twitter beef.
Somebody DM'd me one time, was like, yo, I ain't with that Twitter beef shit. Like, you can meet me in person. I was like, dog, I don't even eat meat. Like, we don't do no beef at all.
Right, we don't do no
because why you DMing me, like, saying anything to me? If, like, my thing is, if you got an issue, put it on the timeline so I can laugh at it. Because we're not meeting up. We're not fighting on Allegheny. Like, none of this stuff is going to happen. That's why I think Twitter beef is, like, the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, that's why I don't engage in Twitter beef unless I know for sure. Like, if I know it's personal, then I won't even take it.
I'm not gonna respond. We're not even going there.
Yeah, like the one time it was personal, I didn't respond. and I saw them and they didn't want to fight, and I was just like, I saw you and I asked you to rumble me and you said you didn't want to, so don't ever talk
You
about
said it in
me.
person?
I said a whole lot more. I didn't say that in
And she
person.
just
I
walked
said that
away?
she was being held back by a guy. It was her and her white friend. They was being held back by like one of these Philly rappers. And I was just
A
like,
white
rumble
Philly
me.
rapper?
No,
Oh.
it was
The girl with the white friend.
the
guy
girl
was
with the
holding
white
them
friend, but it was a
Oh.
rapper that was holding them back.
So confusing.
And I was just like, it was me. I was with 2 other people, but they weren't with the shits at all. Like they act like they didn't didn't know me when I started becoming belligerent or whatever.
You can go to jail for shit like that though, Tyra. Where you
Don't
was
say
at?
my real name on here.
It was Mumblebee.
Alright, but go to jail for what?
For fighting people.
I know, but it's
You
just
know, people call
be
cops nowadays. It ain't like
Talk
back in the
about
day.
it, talk
Everybody
about it.
everybody want a
Talk about
restraining
it.
order. Everybody want to call the cops.
a lot of
For the
people want to
littlest
be
things.
politically correct when you see them in real life, and it's
Yeah.
just like, don't give me that energy if that's not your real energy.
I'm not going to jail for nobody.
Yeah, this the last thing I'll say on it. Like, I never had no like real Twitter beef because that shit is dumb to me.
It's dumb, yeah.
But like we was talking about earlier, the fucking forever list. You know, certain people got upset about that for whatever reason. And certain people called me in regards for other people, like, yeah, just make sure. I ain't saying I got an issue with you, but they might got an issue with you.
So why did
so
they
they
call
gonna
you?
go off, and they go off, and you gotta stand on your words. Like, sir,
Like,
I
what?
stand on everything I ever said.
Right.
It is what it is. So people are weird about you, whether it's a DM or the
Yeah.
phone calls, nigga.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn my DMs
Whatever.
off. Can
But
you do that on Twitter?
on to the questions though.
I think you
See
can
where
put
your head
it
is
to where
at.
only certain people send you DMs.
Yeah, I think it is like in settings. But which one we want to do first? Let's start from the bottom. All the money in the world, all the knowledge.
All the knowledge, because if I knew half the shit I knew that I know now back then, I would be a lot further
Okay.
in my life. So,
You
and
said,
plus,
I think you might go crazy.
all
the knowledge in the world?
but not all the knowledge. I just need enough to.
No, it's all the knowledge in the world, or all the money.
Like, you know everything.
I feel like
Everything.
I feel like either
Ain't no
way,
secrets.
it ends up in death. Like I feel like if I had all the money in the world, I would probably be miserable.
Really?
Okay, this
Yes.
is also a weird question. You have let's say it's $500 trillion. You have that, but everybody else still has their money. You took everybody else's money, so just saying for context.
You're rich. Would you rather be filthy rich or extremely knowledgeable?
Yeah, where you know everything.
I would rather be knowledgeable because it's so much you could do with knowledge, and it's just like it's a lot of dumbass people that's millionaires and billionaires, and they lose their money.
I'd
So-
I'm a dumb billionaire.
No, listen, look at Birdman. He's not a billionaire, but he fucked up his money.
Well, he still got his. He got everybody else's money too.
Right.
So I ain't that dumb.
True.
I got
okay.
all y'all
I
bread.
mean, I would rather have all the money. Or
But
a lot
I just,
of money.
I want
Because you
if
can
I took all
buy
the money, I would want to
education.
disperse. I would want other people around me
Right.
to be as rich as me, because then I would be a target. Because somebody would be trying to take
I
all the
mean,
money
your
I have.
circle's gonna change though. If you just woke up tomorrow and somebody was like, "Oh, I left you, $500 million," your whole life changes.
Yeah,
like
but
your circles change. You're not gonna be hanging with
These
the same
Philly
bitches.
friends gotta stay in Philly. Like, y'all can't come with me.
You're not gonna be in the same circles. You're gonna take like 1 or 2 people with you.
I'm gonna
But-
take my fam.
Right. That's even selective.
That's even selective.
Because
Like,
it'll be the ones that stab you the worst.
I take my mom, and that's about it. Like everybody else getting
like a
left.
secure seat.
Yeah, my mom. Everybody else is questionable. Everybody.
If y'all want a lifetime achievement award for everything you plan to accomplish in your life and your career, what would the speech be like? Some people are cocky, some people are humorous, some people are motivational.
My speech would
Some
be
people are short, long.
it would be unapologetically black. I feel like a lot of people get on these platforms and they act out in the wrong way. Like they'll think everybody except the people that really got them there, or they won't shine light on the shit that needs to be talked about when you're receiving an award, or when you have all eyes on you. I feel like that's when you should say the most prolific shit you possibly can, because that's the only time people will pay attention. So if I'm winning like a lifetime achievement award, I'm gonna be in my bag. Like I'm gonna just say what I want to say.
Unapologetically black in my
Yes,
bag.
I'm gonna just say I'm gonna thank the Lord, I'm gonna thank my mom, and then I'm gonna just go off. Like it's gonna be a Kanye West kind of thing where he was like, we'll never know.
Great
It's gonna
speech.
be on some shit like that, but it's just gonna be like, this is what you can do as a black person. Like I didn't go to college, like I don't have a job. I'll probably never have another job again, but I made a way, and this is how you can do it. And I just want to, encourage, my black people that don't feel like they can become successful or don't feel like they can be an entrepreneur. Like, you can. That's what I want to promote. So, you know, I'll just use my voice and my platform for something like that.
Tyriq?
I feel like that's already out there. No shade.
I don't feel like a lot of people do
But
it.
I feel like a lot of blacks, especially in this day and era where we have like so many, like we're so like conscious of what's going on with us when it comes to racism and how corporations get over on this. If I was to give a speech for a Lifetime Achievement Award, I mean, just knowing me, I probably would do some asshole shit. Like, I probably would like have like my nephew or somebody accept the award, or like one of my baby cousins go up there and be like, and like run off stage. Or like, I don't, because I just feel like we put too much like emphasis on like those material things. Like an award, it means nothing.
It
like,
literally means
nothing. So it's like, why am I going to pour like all this emotion like and start crying on stage? Like, my entire life, like y'all see what I did. Y'all, the reason I won an award is y'all paying attention.
Okay.
So keep paying attention.
And I don't like how people like really show
Right.
out for like these Grammys and Oscars and shit like that, but they throw hella shade on BET. Like, BET is corny. We all know that. But at the end of the day, what's the difference?
They pay good.
They do?
Yeah.
I don't know their pay rate. But like BET,
Like they're corporate offices.
I know
I don't
nothing
know
about
what,
that.
You know,
But
Jada's made.
like, as far as awards go, if they're the same quality of award, what difference does it make if a white person or a white crowd is giving it to you versus your own?
Because massa is always right.
It's because the
Y'all need to
majority
get it
wins.
together.
You know, it's still like a pre-programmed thing where we want like the majority to like us, and it's programmed in our minds to believe that white is the majority.
If y'all won $1 billion, what will be the first luxurious thing you buy yourself?
I don't want to be rude. I want to be ignorant.
I mean, it's $1 billion.
Yeah, in your bag.
I was gonna say a Rolex.
The Rollie!
I was gonna say a
Chases.
Rollie or a Benz. I've always wanted a drop top Benz, so you know, it would either be the Rolex or the drop top Benz, or simultaneously.
Tyriq?
I know this gonna sound crazy, but like I would buy a castle, like a real life
I like
castle.
it. That's the first time answer. I like it.
Why?
Why? Because I just feel like it's some dope shit to like. Me personally, I would like redo that the whole entire castle. It's like real life, current day, like black royalty. Like, you know, sorry, that nigga lives in a castle in England.
Not
like,
a mansion,
not a mansion, not a manor,
Levels.
not a chateau, a
castle.
castle. Like it has 185 rooms. You can't find them. Like it's
You
a
can't
castle.
visit.
It's a sample of 1,000
He has
people.
a moat. and
Right,
shit,
it's like it lights on fire at night. Like it's a
Right.
real castle. Then they got a dragon, robotic dragon. Like
if y'all if I wrote a book, what would it be called? About your life.
This is
That's.
if I wrote a book about my life, it would be titled "You Too Can Be a Harris."
That's
It would be like, I don't know, like on some rags to riches type shit. Like it would be, cause I know I'm gonna be famous. Like I know I'm gonna be really big. No, I'm gonna because as a woman, I feel like a lot of people don't know like the struggles we go through as human beings. Like not just as a woman, but as a human that's a woman. Like it's a lot of shit that goes on behind the scenes and shit that you have to deal with men, like as on a business scale.
So what's the answer?
A rags to
Rags to
riches.
riches?
A rags to
Oh, yeah,
riches,
okay.
yes.
My Shea Butter Mommy.
You know,
Okay.
how to be a Shea Butter Mommy. That's what it be.
How to be a Shea Butter Mommy.
What it takes.
Rags to riches.
What it
It's gonna be a hood book, like a hood
No,
cover.
it's just gonna be.
I can see
it's
that
gonna
being
be
like
a
a hood book
tutorial.
or a tutorial book, like a self-help.
Like how to
I
become
got
me,
you.
but a better me.
How to become a better me.
Yeah.
I would never teach somebody how to become a better me.
Not become a better me,
Like,
but
when I
how
die,
to
that's
do
it.
better.
That's
Like
it. They got replaced me with 2 CEOs.
right.
What's the number one place you want to visit in the world?
Africa.
What country? Any country in particular?
No, I just want to go to North Africa.
Okay.
I know you was going to say some shit.
Really?
Yes.
Africa.
I want to
Sarah,
go
what's
to
yours?
Africa.
Any place in the world if I can go to, like in this very moment, I probably would end up in Croatia.
Okay. Let's go. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Yeah, that's really hard because I'm a
You
lot.
fit into 3 words.
I
It
would
could be
say
It's like
individual, or it could be
free.
individual or a phrase. Like 3 characteristics.
often imitated, never duplicated. That's one. I feel like a lot of people.
That's more than 3 words.
He said a phrase.
Oh, it can be
No.
the phrase gotta be 3 words.
Yeah, 3-word phrase.
Oh,
Or 3
well,
individual words.
that don't count then.
She said it super smooth too. Like,
Right,
she got
that,
him.
that should be the name of your book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real smooth.
I would say, you know, I'm just.
You want to skip it?
No, because I'm really trying to think so people can get an essence of who I am. Oh, here's my Uber babe calling me, but he can wait.
How about this one for the last? Stranded on the island. Taking 1 movie and 1 album. What is it?
Next Friday.
Disrespect.
And it would be All Eyes on Me, probably.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tyriq?
1 movie, 1 album. I would probably have to take. It can't be a mixtape.
Sure.
Yeah, it could be a mixtape.
Mhm.
Oh well, then I don't know. That's hard. That's like some tragedy shit. Like, you really want to watch a movie and listen to an album, stranded on the island.
Right.
What movie can I watch like 1,000 times and always find it funny? Maybe Baby Mama. I find that movie really funny.
Okay.
That's
Like,
so random.
it's funny though. Like, if I'm gonna be stuck, I might as well fucking laugh and laugh and laugh.
What's the album?
The album. Damn. I gotta look at my phone. What's a
Just
good
think of
album?
something.
I can't think of anything like a
Something.
good album. I don't know, man. It gotta be a mixtape. I can't just bring one.
All right, let's do
What's
it.
I gotta make like a playlist or some shit.
That's
A
ain't a
playlist?
mixtape then.
I had to bring a playlist. I can't bring an album. Just one artist ain't gonna do it.
And not a mixtape?
Not a mixtape.
Dang.
All right, so you got 1 movie. That's all you got there.
Just
you
a
got
movie, yeah.
Baby Mama for the rest of your life. Enjoy it.
That shit gonna break. I mean, how you stuck somewhere?
You could have
the
had
rest
a
of your life?
project. You could have had an album, but cool.
I know. I should have picked Roots. That shit for that was long. Watch that for days.
But I want to thank y'all for coming. Did y'all enjoy yourselves?
I
Yeah.
did.
Well, would y'all come back
I would, yes.
on time, Tyriq? Maybe would you come back?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. So you want to give it your sites and your socials, so you know where to find you guys at?
My Twitter account
get some swimwear, get some health
yes,
tips.
is Shea Butter Mami, SHEA Butter Mami, if you can spell it's there. My Instagram is SB Mami, and my website is on the way.
All right. Mr. Harris.
I am literally Tyriq Harris on every single platform. So you can find me TYRIQ, last name Harris. Every platform, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. My website is easytyreekharris.com. And if you go on the website, you can sign up for our mailing list. We'll keep you updated. You can go into your Apple newsfeed, type in Tyriq, search us, subscribe to our page. And if you go on my website under locations, you'll get all our listed locations.
Okay. Thank you guys. Be on the lookout for the swimwear and the store opening up in New York.
Yep.
Thank you guys. RightonQuelive.
Thank you.
Talk about it. We out.